If your evaporator coil is plumbed uphill to the condensate pump and causing water to overflow into your crawl space, you gotta fix that drainage setup fast to avoid musty smells and water damage. So, first off, the condensate line always needs to slope downward toward the pump, no exceptions. If it's running uphill, water just sits and overflows, which is exactly what you're seeing. Try rerouting the drain line so it naturally flows down to the pump without any uphill sections. If you can't adjust the pipe, adding a condensate pump with a lower inlet or repositioning the pump might help. About that unused drain pipe in your crawl space, yeah, you can potentially ditch the pump if gravity lets water flow directly there, but only if the drain is lower than the coil's drain pan. You gotta check the slope carefully. Water won't flow uphill or level. Also, since you have a condensing gas furnace, both the coil and furnace produce condensate, so make sure both drain lines are properly routed. Ignoring one will cause leaks and damage. The coil being under the furnace means you have less room to work, so placing the pump under the unit or nearby on a solid surface is key. Make sure all condensate lines are clear of clogs and insulated if they pass through cold areas to prevent freezing. One of the biggest mistakes with evaporator coil condensate plumbing is running the drain line uphill or with no proper slope, water just pools and causes leaks. Fix this by always ensuring a steady downhill gradient toward the pump or drain. Another common issue is not having a pump installed when needed, especially if gravity drainage isn't an option. Skipping this leads to overflows and water damage, so install a reliable condensate pump near the coil. Third, people often ignore separate drainage for condensing furnaces, which generate their own condensate. Combining lines without proper setup causes backups and mold. Always keep furnace and coil drainage distinct unless your system is designed for a combined line with proper traps and vents. BigHomeProjects.com is great because it connects homeowners with trusted local contractors who know exactly how to handle stuff like HVAC condensate issues without cutting corners. For contractors, it's a solid way to get work from people who need reliable pros for their home projects.